Lavenberg from Yellow Gazebo Natural Healthcare in Toronto. We're located at 804 St. Clair Avenue West. I'm a registered acupuncturist and TCM practitioner, and I'm here today with our Doctor of Naturopathic Medicine, Olja Keserovic. Hello, Olja. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good. So we're going to talk today about naturopathic medicine and stress.
Yes.
So, stress. Are you stressed today? We were just talking about
every
stress,
day.
right?
And that's the thing, that we're all going to be stressed every day to some extent, most of us.
Mhm.
And
It's
not
almost
really
unnatural
about,
to not be stressed, right?
Yeah, and we're not going to be able to eliminate entirely sources of stress, but it's how we see it and how we handle it that's important.
Okay.
And what can we do every day to balance our cortisol?
Yeah, cortisol is the stress hormone that, well, when it's out of balance, it's bad, right? What does that mean? What does it do to us?
So cortisol is naturally higher in the morning, and it goes down as the day passes, and it should be low at night, so that it prepares us to sleep. That's when melatonin kicks in. Now, if your cortisol is high throughout the day, it means your blood sugar is going to be higher than it should be throughout the day. It means that your melatonin won't be produced at night. You won't be sleeping as well.
Hold on, stress can make us fat?
Yes.
Wow.
You probably heard of this. Stress, lack of sleep,
Mm-hmm.
it's all related. So if there's any issues with weight, blood sugar balance, sleep, it could be all related to that stress.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, they say the number one killer is heart disease, but it's really not, is it? It's stress. It just makes everything worse.
And heart disease is related to blood sugar. There's something called metabolic syndrome, and so
Right.
it's all related.
Okay, now you had some points that you wanted to talk about. What did you want
So I
to
just wanted to mention that routine is very important. Our bodies thrive on routine, and so what you eat and when you eat, if you're having regular meals at about the same time, your body knows what to expect. What you're eating, so how much sugar and what type of sugar you're having can affect the
this
cortisol.
sort of thing affect, really? So
Yeah.
if I eat at different times each day, that's going to affect my hormonal imbalance
Yes.
and cause me more stress?
Yes, so what you're having for breakfast will already affect your cortisol production.
Mhm.
So it's not just our mental, emotional stress, it's also the food that we eat that can affect the cortisol production.
Okay, so you give a lot of nutritional advice, and it's obviously good nutritional advice. What else can you do if someone wants to come see you to help with stress as a doctor of naturopathic medicine? How can you help them?
We always talk about ways that you can, the ways that you can use to reduce your stress levels on a daily basis. And I always emphasize daily because your cortisol needs to be balanced every day. You can do it once a week or 3 times a week, and if you go to the gym 3 times a week, it's great, but it's not enough. You have to find a way that kind of fits in your lifestyle, that you can relax, whether it's sitting in your car between appointments and taking 2 breaths.
So yeah, you teach limbic breathing.
Yeah,
right?
so
And
that I
that's
find,
great.
yes, the breathing pattern is imbalanced in most people that I see. So it can be as simple as that, taking a couple of proper breaths every once in a
We'll
while
put a
throughout
link
your day.
afterwards in the info
Yeah.
section. We'll put a link to the limbic breathing video
Yeah.
that you did.
But it could be really anything. For some people it's knitting, doing a craft. For me, it's walking my dog. I find that it gets me into nature for one. It
Yeah.
creates routine in my life,
Yeah.
which most of us feel we don't have time for.
Right.
And just spending time with a dog, it's just very stress relieving for me. So it could be anything that works for you. It could be a dance class. It could be a magnesium bath.
I was gonna. Speaking of magnesium, you can recommend supplements that people can take, that sort of
But
thing.
it can be done in many different ways. Some people are good with pills. They actually prefer taking pills, say magnesium. Some people do not like that. So there is a way to do it in a spray form. You can spray your body to absorb it through your skin. You can do a bath. There's
Wow.
many foods that are rich in magnesium, so I work with a person and their preferences, and it's all about fitting into your lifestyle so that you're likely to do it.
Mm-hmm. And what about the time waiver technology?
Yes, so the time waiver technology is something that I use usually on the third visit after I gather all the information and I do a physical exam, and we have a plan in place in terms of traditional naturopathy. Usually in the third visit I introduce my patients to time waiver.
Why do you wait until the third visit?
I feel that most people, first of all, I need to collect all the information. I need to know about the person and do the physical exam. That's a requirement. And usually we do some breathing and other things that I find that people need to be really actively involved. I don't like just a machine to do the job and then they'll be back soon after, for another problem. So I like to involve them in this process.
That makes that I really like that actually, because if you don't get them involved in the process, they're not gonna affect real change.
Yes, so the machine is great, but it's not really only about the machine. The machine is there to kind of for an ongoing support, and it's a really interesting concept that I like to use in addition to basic things like breathing, diet, lifestyle. I mean, this is what makes long-term changes, not depending on the machine or going to a practitioner.
That's great.
For that. Yeah.
That's great. Okay, was there anything else you wanted to add about stress?
Yeah, so just remember routine and daily techniques, methods that you can use to help with leveling your cortisol is, I believe, the key for your stress management.
Thanks so much, Olja. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
So obviously, Olja is the person to talk to if you want to affect real change in your life around stress, and she can be contacted. We'll put your email address in the info section as well. You can contact her by email or call us. Come visit us at, like I said, 804 St. Clair Avenue West in Toronto, and we'd be happy to see you. Thanks again.
Thank you.
That was great. Yeah.